Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. So today we're actually going to be taking a look at the Zeon Crane Plus. Last year I tested the Zeon Crane V2, which was an awesome gimbal. So we're kind of stepping it up with this one. It's going to support more weight. This actually is going to support cameras as low of a weight of 0.77 pounds all the way up to 5.5 pounds. I'm rocking the OG here, the Canon Rebel T4i camera. It's with the stock lens, so that's going to be maybe about 3 pounds or so, maybe less. So let me talk about what you're gonna actually get in the case if you do purchase this gimbal. So it actually is gonna come with a mini tripod, which is awesome. I think that's really awesome because you could attach that to the bottom here and get your camera perfectly balanced before you actually go out and shoot. So you do wanna make sure that your camera is balanced before you power the gimbal on. And on the gimbal, you're gonna have these different knobs on the different axes to allow you to do that balancing. Also in the case, you're gonna get a USB cable, a charger, and 2 batteries. You're also going to get an additional USB cables, and because this gimbal is compatible with Sony and Panasonic cameras, there's a specific line you want to work with though, and what that's going to do is allow the camera to interface with the gimbal, or rather the gimbal interface with the camera, because on the gimbal you do have a zooming option and also a photo option, so you can control the camera from the gimbal itself. And additionally, there's going to be a lens support that you could attach right to the base here, and you're going to get 2 thumb screws so that if you lose one, you have another one. All right, so I already have the gimbal balanced, so I'm going to power on the gimbal here. And you'll notice the first thing is that the gimbal powers on in pan mode. So what happens is it's going to keep the horizon straight. So if I point it down or up, down or up, it's always going to point straight. Now in this mode, I'm also able to use the joystick. I could actually pan the camera down, or I could go up like this. I'm going to keep it straight here. So if I hit that mode button twice, it'll go into follow mode. What that means is if I aim the camera up, it'll point in the upward direction, down, same way, so you get nice smooth panning shots. To the left, you know, they'll sort of keep the horizon straight. You can go diagonal as well. Pretty cool stuff. So now if I hit that mode button one time, it'll go back into pan mode. Now if I hit the mode button again, it'll go into lock mode. So in lock mode, you can get the camera to pan all the way around, full 360. Let me just show you real quick. So yeah, nice and easy, slow. Make sure that it stays stable. And you could also go all the way up, not a full 360, and you could point it down. So if I hit that mode button one time, it'll go into FPV mode. So it's sort of like follow mode, but what you can do in here is you could get these like cool sideways shots. So it only goes to 45 degrees. If you pass that, the gimbal would kind of like die, you know what I mean? But it goes right back to working again. And yeah, pretty cool. And the last mode we're gonna be looking at here is like a selfie mode. So if you hit that mode button 3 times, 1, 2, 3, the gimbal will spin right around. So I don't know if this is like a gimbal vlogging setup that you'd want to work with. You know, the gimbal is kind of heavy with that DSLR on there. It could be a challenge, but you do have that option if that's something that you want to do. So another thing that you could do is mount the camera upside down. So it sort of makes sense now that it's set up in this way. You can get really low type angle shots compared to the other way. So if you want to try to walk with me, it's kind of cool way of getting like extremely low shots. Kind of touch the ground there a little bit, but should look pretty sweet. Another thing I tested was the Zeon Transmount grip. So what that does is it allows you to attach it to the bottom of the gimbal, and it gives you a much sturdier grip. So, you know, going handheld with just one hand with that DSLR in there, it could be kind of heavy. So if you want to two-hand grip it, you could use this. So not only does the Transmount grip act as an additional grip, it also allows you to attach accessories to it. So like I have here is the Zoom H6 attached to the top, so I can get better audio quality for my videos. In addition to that, you could also use an LCD screen on the top of that so that you could view the shot that you're actually capturing rather than using the small LCD screen built into your camera. So I gotta say, the Zeon Crane Plus is an excellent gimbal. No complaints so far. It works as advertised. The shots are very stable. I do use this gimbal. I've been using it for a while on my dad's cooking channel. It helped get some really stable shots. So really impressed with it. I also use this on a professional shoot. What I did was I attached this to a monopod so that it'll extend it out so I can get a further reach, and nice it performed really well there too. Now, remember I did say this supports between 0.77 pounds and 5.5 pounds of a DSLR camera. So that's something I do want to test out, maybe heavier cameras. I do also want to try it out with a Sony or a Panasonic camera to see how that would integrate with this gimbal. I don't know, like maybe I could stick this on there. No, I don't know. It might be too heavy, but I do plan on doing a review on this soon, so we'll see where that goes. But overall, I definitely recommend the Zeon Crane Plus. It's definitely a great gimbal. Definitely helped get some really stable shots. So if you're interested in picking one of these up, I have a link down in the description. It's an affiliate link, so if you buy through that link, I will get a small commission. If you do that, thank you so much. It helps support the channel. If you have any other comments or questions, you can leave them down below. And I think that's it. I'll check you out in the next video. Bye.